How are you? I hope you're well. I am just looking for something that I can put. I gotta try these things. I'm sleepy. I'm gonna get rest tomorrow. I'm gonna get rest today. But I need this right here. I want to put, no, you know what? Because I gotta be careful with this. Good morning. So I am having lemon tea. I call it lemon water, but I'm actually very hungry. I wet my hair. I'm actually very hungry. Anyway, let's go outside and have tea. Tea time with Lisa Marie. Yeah, tea time with Lisa Marie. I didn't get to see the bed because the bed is not completed. The lounge area. Let's see. We have to fix that. I think it's getting stuck because the rain. Oh, I love it. Every time I come, oh, look at the plants are beautiful. You want to say good morning to the plants? Good morning, ladies. Let's say good morning to the plants. Oh, is the kids? Oh, where are the kids up? Is it school over there? I haven't noticed all this. So here is the plants. They're looking absolutely stunning. The rain hit them yesterday, so they don't really, they don't need water this evening. I'll do them this evening, but they look beautiful. Absolutely happy and beautiful. Now this is the bed. The bed is turning already, the bamboo. This is the bed. This is where the bed's gonna be. I call it the bed, but it's the lounge. But I wanted him to be very careful because I was like, he was like, oh, it's gonna go over here. And I was like, but we could have moved this plant, which I'm gonna move anyway. Could have moved this plant, and we could have moved the whole thing. See, it's over here. Could have been closer to the bench so that I can get in. And now I can't put any more plants here. Although that's the question, do I really need more plants? To be honest, I want everything to be able to be moved, and he said it could be. So, worst could work, and I need more leaves up here, more branches. But I know. But then I laughed and said, okay, so how many plants? Okay, yeah, I technically, because the bed's gonna go here too, and I don't want the bed to overlap. So like I could have probably got a plant there. I know. Then this is gonna, but then it stops here. And then let me stop, cause this is not necessarily what I'm saying to y'all. Let me tell you why. Because here's gonna be a plant, here's gonna be a plant, and here's gonna be a plant. That one I already know. So we already got that in the plant. And then good morning. And then we have, I tell you, this area. He tried to keep this. He wanted me to have some room to get in on both sides of the table. And I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. So I'm gonna have, what do you call it? I'm gonna have my kale. You know, I'm just waiting for my kale to come. I'm gonna have my kale in a box of kale here. That's gonna be beautiful too. And then he was saying that if I wanted to, so let's say, because the bed's gonna stop here, that if I wanted more plants here, and I said, you know what? Let me start acting like I'm gonna have 1,000 plants, because I'm just here for, this is not. I mean, this is not the place I own, so I think we're doing good. Let me slow down and grow. And like I said, I still got room, as you can see, for more plants. And then the bed too. The bed, when I put the actual bed on, the mat, it's not gonna be here all the time. It can't be because when it rains, I got to take it out. So it'll be here when I want to rest, and when I don't, I roll it up and I take it out. But this is gonna be dope. You see, it's a little bit on the incline. My whole body fits here, so the bed's gonna look beautiful. I just want to make sure. I told him, but if you put the bed, is the bed now gonna cover the plant? See, I still think, no, we're gonna change it. We're gonna change it because I feel like the bed has this thickness. Then I won't see my plants. Although I know they'll start to grow, and they'll grow, and they'll be high, and I shouldn't even probably be tripping on that. But you want what you want, what you want, what you want. So yeah, I'm gonna move this because this poor baby. So this baby will be. So this is the. Let me see how y'all doing. Did y'all get wet? Yeah, everybody could use some, but everybody's not. They're not too. They're wet. They're nice. They're damp. This is the. What do you call this, y'all? Passion fruit. So that one will start growing around. But I'll put the two passion fruit over here. Because my bed, I know it's going to come out a bit. But how cool is this? So this is the version of the hammock, and it's over the sock away, which that I love part. It doesn't touch it. Good morning, babe. It doesn't touch it, but it's over it. How cool is that? And it's big enough. It's big enough for two people that you can see that, which is dope as well. Because I thought about where I know he always thinks about more than one person. I gotta say that's African. I love Ratty for that. I can't even be mad at Ratty for that one. Ratty always thinks about, because I think about, if you think about with just me, we could have made this a lot smaller. But no, the idea was it needed to go over the soccer way, and I agree with that. He did that pretty well. But I don't want that. My daughter could come, anybody. So I think it's gonna all work out. Oops, I forgot to get my little, let's see. Oh wait, oh, okay, it's wet from yesterday. Let me go get my thing to sit on. I have to think about some outdoor pillows so that I don't even have to get up. I'm sleepy, but life is good. Life is very good. I'm not gonna stay on too long because I'm hungry. So I'm gonna have some pawpaw, some toast. Not toast, I'm sorry. I made some ground nut milk. Now I made some tiger nut milk, but I don't know, it seems a little strong. It's the real deal natural one. So it is a little strong. Oh, it's looking so beautiful out here. Look at this, y'all. I got the plants here. Then I have my plants here. This way I can't really have plants. But let me start, like I said, don't listen to me on the plants because I lied to y'all. I don't want to buy a bunch of plants and they die and be like, girl, it was a good try. So I think yes. Now, let me tell you, will I lounge every day? Heck yeah. And like I said, I got a whole land. I got a whole land that needs to be loved. Let's have our tea. I have tea, water, tea. Why they loud today? But they loud today. Yeah, they are. It's a beautiful life. Let me just wipe us off because I think we deserve to be wiped off. There you go. Ooh, yeah, my hair. Like I said, every once in a while I got to not pull it up because it'll stretch too much and weaken it. But ooh, that's what it be looking like. And this Juafe thingy, I got it. It's like it's weird. I gotta get it to move. Gotta get this part to switch over. Anyway, it'll do it. That's not gonna break it. But yeah, that's why it's up there. Yeah. So I hope your morning is great. I'm looking forward to let's just talk. This is inspiration, right? You ever just had that feeling inside of you that not just something great is coming, but something great is here? I'm living that great life. I feel like every single day, especially like this garden is doing something. I feel like every single day that I don't know, that I just put into this apartment and put into the house and put into the garden, it's like it's bringing me the things that I need in order to do more. I told you before, I felt like this was my inspiration to the land. I'm learning from this. I'm learning, what I want and what I like and what is possible. That's what all of this is doing. It's teaching me about what is possible. And a lot is. And it feeds my creativity. Find something that feeds your creativity and it will reward you in so many ways and everything you need. Like, don't get, like I said, everything that you ever hear in like the metaphysical worlds, belief systems, is that take that first step. And I promise you that the universe will be there to wait to meet you. And it'll take you to the next one. Don't ever think, if I can give you advice from my own personal life, my own personal experience, and a lot of you have watched me, so you might say, okay, I will take this advice from her. You really don't need to know the whole picture or the whole story, or like some people need to have a plan, and a plan is great. So I want to say this. But if they don't have enough to see the plan through, they don't start it. Do you get it? So they have a plan, they write it down, they know what they want. But if they don't have enough to start it, hold on a second, so oh no, it's a tricycle. Somebody's building back there probably. Why is he going through the cut? Yeah. That's That's what it is. Yep. Okay. So if they don't, they won't. They'll say, and I think you probably need a real example. They'll say, "I want to build a house." So they save the money so they can build the house. Nothing wrong with that. That might take some years. You know what I'm saying? It might take some time. And I'm talking about especially like if you're building in like another country or somewhere where it's cheap. Okay, it broke off. That's what it did. But they want to build a house, right? I believe that if you start to build it, now I know a lot of people do start to build it, but they don't. They started thinking that they don't have enough still, and they hear they say small, small. So you'll see half houses built, you'll see houses half built, and they won't be built for years because I guess the people run out of money. But you can't think like that. You got to know that. Let me just start with breaking ground. Let me start with the cement bags. Let me start with the next thing you know, you get the cement down or you break ground and then you'll get the cement and then you'll build the first layer. And then I'm telling y'all, we'll do this later. That's what we're going to do with this. I'm going to lose it. I'm telling y'all that the next thing will be there for you. You will build a house and the whole thing will work out because that's what I did. Even like I can't say, okay, yeah, I decided that I was already traveling around the world and I was looking for the African presence. And my girl said, hey, I'm going to Ghana, you want to come with me? And I was like, hey, that is the African presence. So I went. But when I decided to stay, I didn't know how the whole thing was going to pan out. I didn't even realize, I don't know if I was in a trance in a good way. There was a couple of times I've been like in that trance where I don't think it was me saying stay. I don't think it was me. Let's look at this thing and see. Yeah. I don't think it was me, because if it was me, I would have got scared. If I was listening to just me, if me had the thought to stay, then I wouldn't have stayed. I would have got scared. I would have said, well, how that's going to work? How am I going to make it? What am I going to do with my stuff that's already there? I had none of those. I had none of those questions. There was not, it wasn't me enough to have those questions. That's how I know it was not me. Because me, you, the rational mind, would have been like, well, you're going to stay. And yeah, you work online, but what about all your stuff back there? And what else, like, where you going to live? And what you going to do? Like, somebody would have had a person would have had some questions, No questions. That was a time that I know that I was following spirit. And I'm following spirit here as well. I didn't, the sink was the norm. I don't even know I just knew that when I saw myself outside trying to wash dishes, I knew that this was not going to work. So let's get a sink. Can't even tell you that I had all this money to get a sink. With the money I had, I asked. They said yes, it was enough, so I got the sink. Then it was like, well, you got to cover the sink. They got to cover the sink, and I had this whole other idea. They gave me this idea. It didn't really sit right with me. And then I was like, you know what? Well, how much is that idea? Well, the tiles are free, and that's what I'm saying. Like, don't worry about not having enough, because you see what happened to me. Well, we could do the tile, and it's free because Ratty had the tile. So the tile's free. I don't have to pay for that. Just got to pay for the labor, which is not very expensive here. Okay, so let's do it. The next thing was the electrical sockets. In my mind, in the States, electrician come out, that's kind of pricey. Here, not so much. Well, how much is that? Okay, I can have two more. Let's do it. Next thing you know, things are just coming along. All I asked for was a shade for my plants. See, I don't know about this bad. Over here, they rocking my plants. I don't think I'm feel good about this. I know it's almost done, but no. I need my pots to show. I need to see my pots. See, we're gonna move it. I know I gotta do it. I gotta make them move it. You know I'm gonna do it too, right? I gotta move it. I feel like, but you know what though? Even if he moves it out, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go to the story, but even if he moves the bed out, let's say he moves it over closer to here, because that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, I can see how that would be. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I know exactly what I'm gonna do actually, because it's one thing. I don't. I'm gonna tell you what I want to do. I want to give it room to grow, first of all. So all the green is going to start showing. So I shouldn't really be worried too much about that part. But I could really put, nah, I ain't gonna do all that. Okay, anyway, we'll figure it out. That's not the thing. Really, what I was just going back to saying is, it's like with the secrets, like always know, and you probably don't need to know because you saw something that needed to be done, and you don't need to know how you can do it. It's going to get done because you made the first step. You took the first step. But it just started happening with everything. I was like, well, I need a door. No, I need a shade, a screen. Like, how do you do that? Even the thing, I don't remember. I want to see the Shepherd Boy time. I don't remember. Let me see the Shepherd Boy. Oh, he got a flock. His flock is flocking today. Now, y'all, if y'all told me I was going to have a life like this, I would laugh. I'd be like, no, I don't know about that. But oh, yeah, I love it. I love that. That is Africa to me. I'm in Africa right now. I still pinch myself. Don't get it wrong. Don't think like, oh, she been there for 3 years. 3 years is like third. That's like kindergarten. That's nothing. That's just. But this whole thing out here, this whole thing was not. It was shade. That's all. And I got the shade last. The shaded area for the plants. That was it. Which is so funny now because I feel like we've had overcast days mostly because we know we're entering into the rainy season. So it's kind of cool anyway, right? And that I don't have to water them as much because the rain is taking care of them. They're very beautiful too. Like I do love my little life over here. But one thing, then he was like, well, let's build you a shaded area, which the landlord has suggested that if I wanted to do a shaded area, I could do it. He told me that when I first moved here. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Now the landlord's, let me show you where his comes out to. I didn't even do all that. His comes out to there. You see the pole? Which I'm so glad that I had that much space because, honey, these people, I would take over this whole damn thing. I would take over the whole thing. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't even be right. It'd be wrong. It'd be wrong. So anyway, I'm glad this is enough. It's enough to make you want to do more where you can, somewhere else. I guess my point, and there is a point. My point is you don't have to see the whole picture. You don't have to know the way all the way. You don't have to know it all. You just really, like the elders say, put one foot in front of the other. Put one foot in front of the other, and that's all you have. And the rest, the way will be revealed. It'll be like everything will pop up, the money, the this, the that. I think it's more like, what do you want? Because do you really want what you say you want? Because if you don't really want what you say you want, let's say you're waiting on this, you want this thing, so you keep saying, well, I don't have the money, I don't have the money, I don't have the money. And then when you get the money, even part of the money, instead of putting it to part of the project, maybe you go buy a new pair of shoes or you go do something else with it. And while you're sitting doing that thing, you're still telling people how you really want to fix up the house, but you don't do it. So you got to know it's okay not to want what you want, but then don't use your psychic, spiritual energy and space to occupy saying you want something that you don't even want. It's a waste of energy, it's a waste of space. It could have really went to what you do want. It's so nobody can tell you what you want. Nobody can tell you what you need. Nobody can tell you what makes you happy. Only you. It's when we don't even know what we want that it's not a problem, but we're going to, I keep saying waste energy and pull our energy or put our energy in a frivolous way. Energy is powerful. Energy makes things happen. It's like fuel for a car. Put the gas in the car goes. There's no gas, the car don't go. Your energy is the same type of fuel, and you put it in the car. You put it in the universal car. You put it in the energetic, and you put it in the energy. You put it in the atmosphere. You put it, and so when you want something, you got to put the gas in it to make it go. That's what you got to do. So you want that, you want it. It's the reason. And then the next thing you know, it start taking on well, you make me. And then he said, I'll make you a bench. I wasn't thinking about the bench. I love the idea. I said, yeah, I'll take the bench. Then I said, well, put it back behind the bench. Then the next thing you know, I said, well, I need a table. Now that you made me a chair, I need a table, you see? Then I thought, well, I need a lounge place. And my sister friend was suggesting a hammock. I was like, oh, I like the idea of it because, I like the idea of having a place to lay. But I was thinking something a little lower. And I was telling her I get anxiety, trying to get in and out the hammock. Yeah. And she's like, okay. So I was like, yeah. And I was like, wait, I bought that bed. That's another thing, following your intuition. Some things seem like they're separate from each other, but they really aren't. That's a big one, too. So you think like make sure I'm on Wi-Fi yet. You think like, I went and bought that thick mat bed, the thick one, don't have nowhere to put it. Had no idea what I was going to use it for. Believe me, I was not thinking that mat bed was going to be this bed that was going to be outside. Had no idea. I just knew I don't care. Spirit told me to get it, and I had to get it, and I wanted it that day. I get people all the time, some people that hang out with me, they be like, so what you going to use it for? Don't worry. Don't worry. What you want it for? Because I don't be knowing. I'll be like, oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Spirit told me, well, you can get it next time because you're not knowing the place. No, don't ever listen to other people tell you what and make you question why you want it. You don't need to know. They don't even need to know. You don't need to know. You just know something told you to get it. So then I was like, wait, I want this recline. I kept talking about the cheap little reclining plastic chairs that Walgreens, that's where I used to get mine. CVS, Walgreens, any one of those drugs type stores. I used to say, and I said, I used to love that. I sat outside for hours. And then I was like, wait, I got that bed. Let me build the bed, which they call the frame here, they call that the bed. Let me build the bed to put the bed on. And that was how this became. And it's going to be very beautiful. There's even like some sun peeping through. This is just a dope. This is going to be dope. Can you imagine? Let's just show y'all. You can see the stuff. You see the sun coming in? Yeah, that's where it's coming from because it rose in the east. But the sun and you laying and just that little bit of sun. Oh my gosh. But like I said, we're going to put more branches up here. I'm sorry, y'all. Come on, bug. We'll put a little of the sun. We're going to put a little more branches. Give it that shade. And I think this one needs a little more branches too. Although it's kind of perfect too. Yeah, I just see when I look at this, it's just covering my stuff. I don't know about this. I don't see how this is going to work. Because now I don't see the colors. Like, I like the green, but I also like the pots. I love this. I know the idea of it's nice. What we gonna do? Anyway, don't worry, y'all. What we gonna do is we gonna get our own place. We gonna do, and we'll see. We'll see. Because I just think, like I said, let me just think. I'm gonna think with y'all. Move that out the way. That means it's true. I only could come in on one side, which is fine with me. They have that closer. But you know what? It's still going to block. Yeah. This bed being moved over, it's still gonna block, I think, the plants. Because once the bed goes to, anyway, we'll have to see. I'll talk to him because I gotta explain to him like who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. Like, you learn about yourself a lot through decorating and through creating. Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself because everybody's vision of their lives are different. Well, everybody wants to see something different. Isn't that funny? Isn't that something to think about? That everybody's lives are different. That everybody wants to see something different. What's important to one may be different than what's important to another. I learned that. I learned that with the blue screen. That is fading. I can see it. It's not as blue. So they were right. But I wanted the blue screen. I wanted the black from the beginning because I have to see the green. I have to see it. So I love that. I realized that I love the green of the plants, but I do want the color. The pots make a difference to me too. You know what I'm saying? But I thought too, like the house, because the house is with the bamboo fence, and I was like, oh no, with the canopy, I lost all the top of the bamboo, but I actually love that. because I got the green. So the green's brown now. Green's brown. So you gotta try things too, though. You can't be so stuck to. Like, I mean, if it don't vision, like to me, no, I don't do that. Like, it's everything's a feel. Nobody, I can't be later on convinced. Usually, if I don't like something from the beginning, I won't like it later. I'll be me get mad every day that I'm not one of those person that like you could like, oh, it grows on me. No, either I like it or don't like it, and usually that's the way it is. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go inside because I'm tired and I'm hungry. Good morning. Hey, Jewel. New day. Greetings to you, Miss Lisa Marie from North Carolina. Hey, how are you, Bijou? So, Miss Bijou, how are you? Hey, Dee Dean. Good morning. Hey, Spirit Child One. Good day to you. I am fine. I am fine. I am good. Yeah, this is letting me trance like state. Because when I get quiet, oh my God, everything is just amazing. Yeah, that bed's going to be good for me. Ooh, we're going to have a lot of new ideas, and it's going to be very good. Very good. All right, ladies, I'm going to go eat the rest of my food. I want to thank you. Plus, I think I want a little time just to be quiet. So, Grand Rising out there. Peace and love to you. Hey. Yeah. I'm going to enjoy the quiet after the baby finished crying. Okay, I'm just playing. I love you, ladies. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.